Hey, it's Aaron, and today I'm standing in front of a 2020 Honda Ridgeline. This is the RTE all-wheel drive. I think that's right. Anyway, wonderful little 3.5 liter V6 with, I think it's 260 horsepower, 9-speed automatic transmission. If that sounds familiar, it's a common setup in Honda's lineup. You'll see a lot of components on this truck are also in the larger Honda Pilot, and a little bit in also the Honda Passport. Interior is very much like the Pilot, obviously changed a little bit to match the truck, but for the most part, if you're familiar with Honda, you'll understand the interior on this. Exterior looks, again, very, very Pilot Passport looking. Nice truck though, it runs really well. This is a car-based truck, so it is a truck. It is not body on frame, it is a unibody truck. And that makes it very different from everything else that's on the market. You've probably already heard of this vehicle. It's been around for quite a while. It took a hiatus, came back in this format just a couple of years ago. And it's a very, very capable truck. If you don't need serious off-road, if you don't need to think you're going to tow some giant thing with your little mid-sized truck or whatever, this is a perfect choice. It's got plenty of cargo back there. It's got lots of smart little ergonomics. I'll show some of that to you. And it rides like a car, so it's just more comfortable, much more maneuverable than the average truck, any other truck I can name on the market, in fact. And it's just all around a very good mix. And for a lot of people, this is really what you need. You don't need to go to one of those body-on-frame pickup trucks with horrible fuel economy and all the other things that go with it. Speaking of fuel economy, MPGs, this is rated at 24 MPG on the highway. I've been getting better than that. I think that's a very conservative rating. I think it's easily possible to beat that. In fact, I've been beating it by almost 3 miles to the gallon. So I've been getting very close to 27 on the highway with this. So, you know, around the city, I don't know. It's rated, I think, at 21. I think most people are going to get better than that. Maybe worse. It just depends a lot on your dynamic, because city driving is very difficult to measure and match with the paperwork that's given. So, wonderful, wonderful vehicle. Let me kind of take you on a tour. I'll give you a little more idea of what's going on with this. Moving you over here. All right. Couple of things here. First, I was wrong on the horsepower. It's 280, not 260. Correct that now. Haters gonna hate though, so you know, hit me up on the trolls. Anyway, so this color, while it looks blue, seems blue to me, is actually black. Honda calls this a black color. In some light, it is black. In other lights, like now, I'm pretty sure you can see there's a lot of blue tint happening. That is probably because of the fleck that's put into the paint. So it kind of brings out the blue, reflects a little bit of blue, and that's what creates this color. All told, for this particular package, which I got wrong the first time, I will look it up so I can give it to you exactly. RTL-E. That's the model. Huh. Crystal black is the official color name. I'm looking at the cheat sheet here. Looking at about $43,000 with delivery on this. A little over that, give or take. For this package, this has no add-ons. So this package, that price. You can get this cheaper than that, obviously, very much cheaper. I think the cheapest version of this is somewhere in the low 30s, so like 33, 34, something like that, for the base model of this. As we all know, nobody actually buys base models, so, you know, do whatever you want with that price. I really like the wheels. Again, you'll see a lot of Honda Pilot going on. There's your wheels. I like the back seats. You probably can't see from that angle, but the back seat is a decent size. It is adult friendly, as long as those adults aren't too big and tall, versus the people up front. With me up front, this seat is almost all the way back. I'm 6'3". This seat has maybe an inch or so of travel left before it hits the end. So there's not a whole lot of legroom on this side. There's maybe this much. But my kids are having no problem getting in and out of this and being in there. And again, I've sat in the back, I can sit. So as long as the person up front isn't too tall, you can get tall people in the back too. Headroom is wonderful in this. Now I want to show you some stuff with the cargo area because for a truck, that's where it's at. But for right now, there you go. Let's make a move. Check out my new shirt. You like my new shirt? It's pretty sweet. All right, so here we are at the working portion of the truck. This is the Honda Ridgeline's tailgate. So you can see it opens like any other tailgate does, pops down. It is not soft open, note that. Closest competitor that I could name to this is probably the Ford Ranger, which is similar in size, a little bit bigger, but similar in size and similar in overall capability, I would say. Also does not have a dampener on there. I made mention of that in the video I did of that truck. One thing that Ford can't do is this. Reach under here, grab this latch. See? Parked on the curb, you can load easily. This is open towards the road. Beautiful. I really like that. Much more useful than you would think to have something like that. Then on top of it, because this is not a body on frame vehicle, there isn't a bunch of axle and other stuff underneath here. So there's a giant tub. This goes down that deep, elbow deep for me. There's drain holes in the bottom of it. I'll show you some photos of it in a minute. Drain holes in the bottom, so if you want to fill it with ice, go to the beach, whatever. You can also do, you got your spare tire and jack shoved up that way. You can just see them right here and get a hold of them. And just a wonderful big storage tub. You can use it for throwing your groceries in. You can throw in your equipment that maybe you don't want to get stolen out of the back, all that kind of stuff. Really, really cool. And easy, right? This just pops up, lays down. Wonderful setup. Really smart. I'll throw on the screen down here some towing capacities. You can see this is equipped with the tow kit. I'll throw up on the screen the towing capacity, load capacity, and so on. I like the tie downs layout in here. Great little tie downs. I'll show you pictures of that too. They're all sort of D-hook style. What do you call those? Sailor hooks. So highly useful and well placed, smartly placed. There's some on the bottom, some up at the top, really smartly placed. Anybody who's loaded a truck knows that when those tie downs are only on the bottom, you got to dig through your load to try to hook up your strap because you don't think about the strap until the very end of your load, right? These are up on top, up here, easy to access. So really smart, nice little truck, surprisingly good. So, you know, a lot of people will discount this. They'll say it's not really a truck. They're technically true. It is a unibody vehicle. It is not a body on frame vehicle, but it has all the capabilities of a small truck that anybody is going to need. So again, unless you're a serious off-road enthusiast, this is a great truck. I'm very impressed. So I'll show you some other photos, hauled a little bit of lumber in this, did a few other things this week, just to show that it's an actual truck and can actually do things. So there you go. This has been Aaron talking about the 2020 Honda Ridgeline. Talk to you again soon. Subscribe.